Today we're going big, literally. I'm testing giant versus tiny food to see which one comes out on top. From massive recipes to food so small you might need a magnifying glass. It's all going down in my kitchen. This is the most insane thing I've ever done on this channel. Coming in with 1.4 million views, my favorite childhood snack, a Pop-Tart, but bigger, okay? Huge, gigantic Pop-Tart. And let me see what flavor I should make. I'm thinking blueberry. First, you're gonna need some pastry sheets. And these are already squared, which is amazing because in her video, she did the circle, which means she had to shape it. Look how big this is going to be. This is the blueprint for the Pop-Tart. Once the sheet is laid, you're then going to take some blueberry jam. Now, this is the good stuff, okay? This is like that very premium blueberry jam that you're not gonna just put on a sandwich, okay? Blueberry. Your girl got vocals. That look good. Yes, yes. It looks so good. I could do this all day. So we're first just giving it a nice, even, thin spread first. And then we're gonna go with a little bit more. And you wanna make sure that you do not touch the corners. Looking good, looking good. Looking giant, looking grand. It's now time to add the next layer, which is very important. This is going to act as the top. Now, the most important thing here though, when you lay it down, you gotta lay it down right the first time. So you know what? Let me prepare. Let's turn it this way, just so I can roll it on there. I'll take it. Now it's time to press down on the edges. So I'm gonna gently do it with my finger. The most important part is not to lose the thickness. Now, as you can see, mine is really big, and that's a good thing, right? We're going for that, but this corner over here, we kind of have to cut it a little bit. We have to shape it. So I'm gonna just take a pizza roller and I'm gonna roll it, roll it, roll it. Singing a lot today. Don't toss out the remaining of the dough. We're gonna do something special with it later. You're gonna take a fork and you're going to go around it, and this is gonna seal the Pop-Tart. Next, you're gonna brush some nice egg wash on top so it looks so good at the end of it all. And you know what? I'm coming out of retirement. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Egg wash. Someone broke into my house and stole my brush. So I have to use a spoon. Ooh, I'm like, this is gonna take a minute. It's gonna take forever. So next you're gonna get a fork and you're gonna poke it gently all around. This is gonna make sure that it can breathe. You don't wanna cause it to explode. Listen, if this turned out right, I'm gonna put it on the menu in my new cafe. And not only do I own my own cafe, but I actually built it in less than 1 hour using MGA's Miniverse. This is MGA's Make It Mini Spaces pizza shop. And the best part, you actually built the whole thing yourself, piece by piece. Y'all, I really felt like an interior designer. I had so much fun building this. You are literally customizing your own place from scratch, from the floor to the wallpaper. And I don't know about y'all, but I like being in charge. It's given very much grown. And suddenly, you got your own cafe space. And I couldn't stop there. I added the Make It Mini Spaces furniture because every cafe needs a little extra flavor. Oh my goodness, look at the lettuce and the cheese and the tacos. Mexican food is actually one of my favorite cuisines, and I make a mean shrimp taco. So make sure you stop by every Taco Tuesday. I wanna make more. I have to collect them all now. From the Make It Mini Diner Series 4, I have the pineapple fried rice. First, taking the pineapples out and adding in the fried rice, adding in peppers, and pouring some of the veggie oil on top and giving it a mix. Next, adding on the pineapple and then the shrimp. Oh my goodness, the cute shrimp. Let that cure for a bit and voila. Now this looks like something that would be at like a resort buffet. These are from the Make It Mini Cafe Series 5. Let them cure under the sun. On my tiny tray, I added some carrots, cucumbers, some pita bread, celery, and some cherry tomatoes. Added some hummus in a bowl and let it cure, and it's giving me appetizer goals. PB&J lunchbox. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I added some fruit to a bag, added a nice thin layer of jelly jelly on a slice of bread, some peanut butter on the other slice of bread, and when you put those two slices together, you get PB&J. After it was done curing, I put it in a nice, cute little sandwich bag. I wish making my kids' lunch was this easy in real life. I cannot get over how cute these gummy worms are. Oh my goodness. I am so obsessed. Before adding on the next layer, you have to let the first layer cure completely. Oh my goodness, I might recreate this in real life. I think it's actually time to take our giant Pop-Tart out the oven. Look at it, y'all. It is so huge and it looks so good. Icing is next, but first we have to let it cool down. And while we wait, let me give y'all a little tour of my new cafe. From an empty space to a fully stocked cafe menu in minutes. Every little detail looks so real. It's like a glow up for my countertop. I can't believe I built this whole cafe faster than I even baked the Pop-Tart. I cannot wait to collect so much more and fill up my cafe. I am going to have to collect them all at this point. The Pop-Tart has now cooled, and now it's time to put that icing on, that topping. For my icing, I just added a lot of powdered sugar and some milk, just a touch, and you should get this nice thick consistency. You don't want it to be too loose. You spread it, spread it. I can't wait to just bite into this thing. Just make sure to leave some space around the edges so we can get that crust. Sprinkles! That is what brings it all together, always. It's the sprinkles. Ooh, it just makes me happy. Can you have too many sprinkles on a Pop-Tart, can ya? Give it a little bounce so they can sink in. And then you're gonna let it cool because you want the icing to set. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like my Pop-Tarts cold. Don't knock it till you try it. Sometimes I like them warm, but try it in the freezer. My husband put me on. So with the remaining puff pastry that I cut off, I decided to make some cute mini tarts, which is really just the same process as the big Pop-Tart, just a little harder because you have to get into the details. I put them in the oven for 7 minutes at 350. I let them cool down and added a little touch of icing and a little sprinkle. And voila, we have blueberry mini tarts. And here we have the giant, huge, gigantuous, humongous, dinosaur-sized Pop-Tart. It's time to dig in. You know, it's kind of tricky. I don't know if I would choose one over the other. Let's cut it. Oh, you hear the crispiness? That crispy. Oh my goodness. It held up so nicely. My mouth is watering. It look good, but do it tastes good? We about to find out. I know I just gave some of y'all an idea. Pizza fold. Blueberry. Well, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. The mini Pop-Tart. These are so cute. Wow, they're like the perfect bite. Now, because they're so tiny, it was really hard to get some of that blueberry jam in the center. Is the blueberry jam with us? Just a little bit of it. Between the tiny and the giant, I definitely would go for the giant, hands down. It's just packed with flavor and the texture, it's just 10 out of 10. But the tinies, they're cute. Something I would put in my daughter's lunchbox. Coming in with 1.9 million views. This enormous, huge, giant, dinosaur-looking gummy bear. And it's frozen. This definitely makes sense that it's viral because this was just viral earlier this year. We're gonna be remaking it, okay? Because it kinda looked good, but do it taste good? It is time to make this huge gummy bear, okay? Huge, gigantic. This is 1 pound, a 1 pound gummy bear. Now, it does appear a little small right now, but stay tuned, because it's gonna expand. Smells so good. Oh, look how cute. Listen, this smells so good that I actually wanna bite it right now. I'm not even gonna cap. The first thing you're gonna do is put it in a container. Since we're also making the small ones, let's go ahead and put them in a container. Who remembers when I made frozen gummy bears? What a time. So excited to be making them again because they turned out so perfectly. And hopefully we can get the big boy to do the same. Next, you're gonna add in some Sprites. You wanna make sure to cover the whole entire gummy bear or it's not gonna work. It feels like I'm like drowning him. Now for the small gummy bears. Next, you wanna make sure that they are completely covered. And you're gonna sit them in the fridge overnight. And catch this, when they sit overnight in the fridge, they're going to expand, triple in size. I'm expecting this to be way, way bigger in the morning. This has been sitting in the fridge for hours and hours and hours, and look how big it has gotten. Now, looking at it instantly, it doesn't look like it did expand that much. And it could be because of just the make of the gummy bear. This gummy bear is made up of a lot of different sugars. It's loaded and it's more dense compared to the regular gummy bears. This one is even more sweeter than these. You can tell that these definitely expanded triple the size. The outer part of the gummy bear is very fragile, but the center where the belly is still pretty dense. So I'm thinking that maybe if this was to sit for nights and days, that it would expand, but who has time for that? It's already giant, okay? I'm ready to get to the good parts, the frozen, satisfying part. Let's drop one of these gummy bears in the big one, just so we can really see the difference. That is pretty giant and that is pretty tiny. Look at the comparison. And we're not even done yet. It's now time to put them in the freezer. But first, I'm going to put them on a paper towel gently, because they're fragile. Ooh. You know what? These almost caught up with the big one though. David and Goliath. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently pat them, and then I'm gonna be putting them on some parchment paper. And I mean, we have to do more than one. We need an army to pair up against the big one. Now it's time for the big boy. Now, ooh, I'm gonna be really gentle because I tried picking it up earlier and it was really kind of like falling apart, for real, for real. I can tell on the ears, it's a little bit more flabbier and similar to that. That's why I think if it was sitting overnight for a lot more days, then it would probably be different. Come on, buddy. Let's get you on the parchment paper. Oh my goodness. This is like almost falling apart. Are you gonna stick with us by the end of this or are you gonna crack on us? Here we have the giant gummy bear versus the small ponds, the tiny ones, the army. Time to put these gummy bears in the freezer to see if they turn into polar bears. The gummy bears are out of the freezer and they look the way they're supposed to look. Those frozen, famous, viral gummy bears. Over here are the regular ones and the big one. Oh my goodness. It feels interesting. It look good, but do it taste good? We about to find out. And I've been here before, so I know it's gonna taste amazing. Now it's time to get into it. Oh man. Wow, that actually tastes good. But I'm not gonna lie, like I really felt like an animal trying to eat this thing. But it's so good, low key. It feels like I'm eating a baby cub, for real. No animals were harmed in the making of this video. What's the biggest burger you ever seen? Is it a Big Mac, Baconator, or the Mondo burger? Or this burger I'm about to do right now, okay? This has went viral and it has almost 550K views. And I'm actually about to top this one. Okay, we're about to make a huge burger. To make this huge burger, we have to make the foundation, which is the bun. Very simple to make. You just need 1 cup of warm milk and you're going to add in 1 pack of dry yeast, active dry yeast. You're gonna mix it and then you're gonna set it off to the side for about 15 minutes. Now it's time to put in your dry ingredients, okay? Starting with some bread flour, okay? Make sure you grab the right flour. This is important. Next, you're gonna add in your sugar and your salt. Get a whisk, and you're gonna whisk your dry ingredients together, like so. I think I'm actually becoming really good at making dough. Stepping up in my baking. After whisking all of your dry ingredients together, you're then gonna add in the liquid. So your yeast milk, I don't know if that's a thing, a yeast milk. You're gonna add that in and you're gonna add in your butter and 1 large egg. 1 egg. You know what? I haven't juggled in a minute. And your milk. There it is. After you're done mixing it all together, you're then going to put it on a clean surface and you're going to knead it. This is actually my favorite part. You're gonna knead it for 10 minutes. Man, listen, I don't think I'm about to be buying loaves of bread at the store no more. Now that I'm making my own, I mean, come on. Now it's time to shape my gigantic, huge hamburger bun. And really, you know, I'm just doing a little tuck, you know, a little tuck and roll. And you don't wanna do it too much though. I'm so curious to know how big this is gonna get. That looks so good. That's like the perfect hamburger bun. Once you're done kneading your dough, you're going to put it in a greased bowl. And you're gonna let this sit for at least 1 hour and it should double in size, which is my favorite part. It's like the grand reveal. It has been a few hours and my dough has risen. This looks so good. Your girl did that. The first thing you have to do is give it a knuckle sandwich. You get to punch it, y'all. That's just how it's supposed to be. And then it shrivels. Oh my goodness. I did that. I could just... After your dough is done rising for an hour, you're then going to bake it in the oven on 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes if you're making a giant hamburger bun like me. And this is my results. Not too shabby, all right? There were a few little technical difficulties, but I think it actually is pretty nice, okay? It does look like a hamburger bun. This thing is huge. I'm hoping that this is cooked on the inside. Ooh, it does feel very moist on the inside. Oh my goodness. Feel like I'm filleting a fish. Not too much of a butcher. Wow. Look at the inside. Oh my goodness, the inside is so soft and pillowy. Since I'm the only one eating this, I gotta take a little nibble of the bread on the inside because it is so soft. I can't believe I made this. Now that our bun is done, it is time to create the patty. I went ahead and seasoned my ground beef and I put it in this container just so it can kind of give me like a blueprint shape. But we're gonna be flattening this out because I don't know about y'all, but I like my burger patties flat. Not too thick, not too thin, just right there in the middle. I also like my burger with a little bit of pink in the middle. Yeah, I said it. I like mine chef's recommendation. Comment below, how do you like your burgers cooked? Time to build the giant hamburger. So I added some cheese on my burger. Let's just put it on the burger. The cheese is nice and melted. Now it's time to add in some veggies because we need this to be a little bit more healthier, you know? It's veggie time. I have some onions, lettuce, pickles, and tomatoes. Lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Breath about to be kicking. Pickles. I'm already trying to figure out how this all gonna just stay on here. Mustard and ketchup. And here we have a giant burger. This is huge. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we did it. We did it. This is the most insane thing I've ever done on this channel. Let's compare it to a regular size burger to really see how giant this is. This is a regular sized burger. Comment below, what fast food spot did this burger come from? Y'all know, I'm sure. And this is the big one. I feel like this is like a pet. This patting it. Big mama. Big mama. This is just so ridiculous. It look good, but do it taste good? We about to find out. I mean, this is so big. Am I even gonna be able to gather the flavors? Am I gonna be able to really taste the flavors all together? It's like Seymour is staring at me, man. This is like giving Seymour. I don't know if I can really take a bite of this, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what am I gonna take a bite? I don't know what to take a bite of. Let's nibble on the protein. The protein is seasoned. Listen, there's no way I can take a bite of this gigantic burger, but good thing I know what a burger tastes like, right? At this point, I actually would prefer the smaller one more, even though, I mean, it ain't got much going on. It's just so weak. This was too big and this was just too weak, Lord. Where's the medium? You know what? Bigger isn't always better, okay? Stick to what you know. Look how thin this burger is compared to this big boy. Coming in with 1.2 million views, we have this huge, giant Oreo. This thing is huge, and my hands are small, and we're about to really see how this is gonna work. The first thing we have to do is separate the Oreo from the cream. This is gonna take a chunk of time, but hopefully it's worth it. Let's see how fast I can actually separate the Oreo from the cream. By the way, these are the megas. Look how much is in here. But I mean, come on, who really loves the cream that much? Oh man, how we gonna do this fast? I'm gonna have to come up with a method. Ugh, they smell so good. Man, this is gonna take forever. I gotta get my stance together. I gotta get my squat. Gotta get a little rhythm. What is the quickest way to do this? For real, for real. Stay tuned till 2085 when the new generation figures it out. All right, 140, 141, 142. This is a lot. 145, 146, and 250. Done. You're gonna take the Oreos and you're gonna put them in a food processor and blend them up. Sit your icing off to the side. We're gonna deal with it later. Ooh. Oh man, we worked too hard for this. We gotta make sure it doesn't drop. We don't wanna lose any. Hopefully I didn't fill it up too high. All right, now we have to close it. Ooh, question, why is a food processor smaller than a blender? All of the cookies are nice and blended up. Finally, make sure you have no clumps or it's not gonna work. Now, I did find these molds on Amazon. I've been seeing a lot of people actually have the Oreo silicone mold. That wasn't on Amazon. Maybe you can get it from Oreo. I could not find it. So make sure you grease your mold so it doesn't stick. Now it's time to mix the Oreo cookie dough. Adding in some melted butter. And we trying to get every last bit of this. Go ahead and mix it. It's looking like we're gonna need way more butter. After you're done adding the butter, add 2 eggs and some baking soda. Now mix it. Mix it very good. I've made a lot of Oreo recipes on this channel, so I should be an expert with Oreo at this point. Why does Oreo smell so good? The butter is activating the flavors. As you can see, it still needs a little bit more liquid, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit of cream. After your dough looks something like this, you're then going to get some gloves and you really gonna work it in there and turn it into a big ball. I cannot believe we just turned something into something else. What if I just... Your dough should look something like this, and now you're gonna separate it into 2 equal parts and put them in the molds. Make sure you're pressing down firmly. This is so satisfying. It feels like Play-Doh. The molds are nice and filled. Make sure they're 2 equal parts. Mine might have a little bit of a thinning compared to the other. Here it is. It has been a long time coming. It's about to get giant, and hopefully it works out, okay? Let's go ahead and reveal one of our molds. Maybe we should do it like this. Okay, the butter definitely stuck for sure. Oh my goodness, look at my cookie. So we got our base. Now, time to add the cream. Oh my goodness, y'all. That was satisfying, being able to just pull it off. Y'all know silicones have not been treating your girl good lately. I don't want to talk about it. By the way, I'm working extremely fast because we don't want this to get a little loose, okay? And this thing requiring you to have to just move around. If my kids saw this, they would literally go crazy. They would literally scream like, oh my God, Oreos are so huge. Now it's time for the top layer of the cookie. This turned out so perfectly. Wow. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe the design really shows. I'm so proud of myself. Time to put it on. And by the way, I know this layer is a little bit more thinner. Gently pressing, and here we have the giant Oreo, and you can compare it to the small one. It look good, but do it taste good? We about to find out. Oh my goodness. Surprisingly, it's not too sweet. You would think that it's sweet, but it's not. Big cookie with big flavor, okay? I actually would recommend this. I would, hands down, 10 out of 10, because the execution was there. You can actually make this, cut it into basically 8 slices, and share it with the family. You don't have to just hog it by yourself like me. Drum roll, please. Coming in with 37 million views. Yes, 37 million views. We have these huge French fries. I don't know if she's calling them French fries, but they are, okay? Giant French fries. When I see French fries, I see them like very small and tiny, you know? But this one is huge. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort. It look good, but do it taste good? We about to find out. First, you're gonna need some rustic potatoes, and you only need 3 for this recipe, and it seems like you would need more because they're huge. I actually can't believe it's only 3. I wonder if I can juggle some potatoes. I think I can. Potatoes are much heavier than eggs. First, you're going to peel the rustic potatoes. This is actually the part that I don't like because it takes all day, but it's worth it, okay? You know what they say, good things take time, and let's hope so. You're gonna sit it in some cold water. After your potatoes have been sitting in their ice bath for at least about 30 minutes, you're going to then take this device right here. Listen, I've actually never dealt with anything like this before, but it seems pretty easy to me. I don't think I can chop my finger off. And wow, these are thin. Look how thin these are. Your girl may actually make some chips. Hey, money, money, money. Next, you're gonna take some cream and you're going to warm it up with some garlic cloves. Let the garlic cloves sit in the cream for a little bit, and then you're going to remove them. Make sure you season your potatoes with salt and pepper in between each layer. Now it's time to pour the garlic cream. Nice. Now you're gonna fold over the paper. I'm not the best folder, but I try. Now you're gonna bake them in the oven on 350 for at least 2.5 hours. Yes, a very long time. Good things take time. Grand and great and huge things take time. It has been 2 hours and it is time. It smells so good, y'all. That garlic. Let's take a little peek. Yeah, look how hot it is. Y'all can kind of see the steam. In her video, she takes cardboard and she presses it down. Now, I didn't know that we was about to be in art class. We getting crafty now, y'all. We getting crafty, because who has a board laying around in the house? You know what I'm saying? Good thing I shop on Amazon a lot. So, I don't know. We have to kind of like size this a little. I think that would work. Crafty. I know this been a hit for me doing all this. You know what I'm saying? The parchment paper is on top, so it is protecting the food. Nothing's gonna be touching. Let's see if this fits. Not quite, not quite. We need to cut a little curve, cut the curves out. All right, perfect. She presses it down. Ooh. Now she does use a peanut butter jar. I'm not quite sure why. I'm stronger than a peanut butter jar. I'm pretty sure she just presses it down though. Like, long as we press it down, I think we're good. This is gonna make sure that all of the potatoes mesh all together. Now you're gonna put it in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours. You want it to set. Whew. This thing is heavy. I'll see you in 4 hours. It has been a long time. This has been sitting in the fridge overnight and we're back. It's time to see what these hitting on. So overnight, it's just been sitting in there getting nice and compressed for us to be ready to cut into these thick cubes. Look at hers, huge. Okay, okay. This turned out so perfectly. How does it smell so good when it's like cold? It's because of that garlic. She cuts hers so it turns out into the nice cube. So I'm going to cut off the side. You can actually see the layers of that. Now we have to slice them into fries, like the size of the actual fries, which is so wild. We're going for a giant fry. This is obviously gonna be a thick fry. I cannot wait to see how these are gonna turn out. Okay, so I was able to get 5 big fries out of this, which isn't too bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of the remainder of the corners areas. But look what we got, y'all. We have actual fries already prepped and cut and ready to fry. No pun intended. Time to go to the stove, fill our skillet up with some oil, and we're gonna fry these babies. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. This thing is so big. Now she doesn't say how long they need to fry. fry. So we're gonna just let them do their thing. These are huge. Oh my goodness. Y'all know y'all have never seen a fry like this before. Big back, big back. I'll probably eat a big snack. 3 words, I did that. Like this video or you'll get slapped. I'm joking, I'm joking. Oh. Y'all can see the layers, the hard worked layers. I will say that little overnight moment, I guess it was worth it because I don't know if we would have got this. In her video, she used mayo. She made like a spicy mayo. For me, I'm not really too big on mayo with the fries. So I have one of my favorite sauces here. It's mumbo sauce. If you know, you know. It's like a sweet and spicy sauce. Very good. So I'm gonna be using this on my fries. Not only are these very huge, but they're also very crunchy. I mean, listen to this. Do y'all hear that? It look good, but do it taste good? 10 out of 10. The inside is so good. Those layers, just delicious. You know the flaky biscuits? These are kind of like the flaky biscuits where you can just kind of pull it apart and just eat the layers as you go. All right, be honest with me. Is bigger always better or is it just too much? Comment below and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.